What is going on, guys? Welcome back to 4 Misery Gaming's bringing you another video today on Dragalia Lost. And sorry about the absence, guys, over the last 2 days. I did do a scheduled upload on Saturday, but I was in Orlando over the weekend for Halloween Horror Nights, so I was not able to really do much uploading. But I was able to grind this game very hard while waiting in line and rides and things like that at Universal. So I was able, you guys see here, I did hit over 1.4 million. So I did get all of the rewards here. If we scroll all the way down, you guys will see I got the Twinkling Sand from the Trick or Treats. And then as well, I was able to buy out the full shop. There is now nothing there. So yes, guys, if you guys do hit that 1.4 milestone, probably regardless of what items you have equipped, you're going to get enough Jack Chocolates to get all of the rewards for the event. So I have done that, and we still have, I believe, 3 days left on this event. So yes, it ends on the 26th. So, and today is the 22nd. So we still have 4 days left on the event, and I'm pretty much done. The only thing I need to do is just to get my castle up one more level, which it will be done later today at around 7:30, 8 o'clock at night. And I can then get all the rewards as far as the endeavors go, because I basically have all those done too. I'm just waiting on our castle to get to 30 to collect the last 100 Wormites. So anyway, today's video, what I want to talk about is how I feel Cygames and Nintendo can implement a better system through an upgrade system and a dismantling system to make the game a lot more less of a grind and less intimidating to grind as far as getting materials to progress your units. So let's go to upgrade. So if you guys know in upgrade, you have these 6 different modes, which adventurers, that's fine. That's fine. So you have to, obviously, if you want to upgrade these guys, you have these 3 materials. You guys can farm these from Avenue of Power. You guys can get these in the item summon. You guys will get these in various events. You guys will get this in story. So yes, the adventurers is fine. There's no issues there. Now let's move on to the mana circles. This is the big one. So if you guys go to a mana circle, like right now I have Zanefried. He's, I believe, at 46 or 47 circles. So 46 circles. So let's go to one I haven't unlocked. So first of all, you need a crap ton of Elder Water. So I thought originally all of these co-abilities were only 6,000 Elder Water. I'm like, okay, that's not that bad. I think you needed, like, what was it, like 5 of them or something like that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's like, okay, so that's going to be, 30k Elder Water, and I'll have all of his co-abilities done. No, they actually increase each time. I think it went from like 6,000 to 10,000, and then 10,000 to 16,000, and then 16,000 to 20,000, something like that. So, and then there's another node, or that's an upgrade ability, never mind. So you need all that. So that's one thing. The next thing we're going to talk about is actually, so the materials that you're going to need to get like your upgraded other abilities besides Elder Waters, like upgrade skill, for instance, you need 35 of the small crystals, 12 of the large crystals in a Night Testament. So obviously, guys, if you guys are free to play and you're not buying the mana pack every month, it's going to be a very long process for you to, one, use a Night Testament to get to the last mana circle, and then also to have up to 2 that you will need if you want to get all 50 nodes unlocked, because you need 1 for their level 3 first skill, and then as well to get the Damascus Crystal, you're going to need 1 Knight's Testament, 1 Rainbow Crystal, and then 3 of the Ultra Elemental Crystal, as well as 30,000 mana. Now, granted, this really doesn't matter in the end. All it is a shard that gets you, if you get 10 of them, then you're going to be able to unbind a 5-star weapon, which I would highly recommend you always save for your 5-star elemental weapons, and whichever weapon you are trying to put on your best character, you probably want to shoot for maybe a light or dark character, because for one, they don't have elemental resistance towards them, meaning they're at least always going to deal neutral damage. So a unit like Elisane from the new Halloween mega is a pretty good target. I wouldn't even say Nefaria is a great target, just because I don't feel she's up there as far as her power level, because those are going to be premium resources. So these, when you get the 5-star stone block, that's a very premium resource, unless you guys are going to buy the monthly package. every month for weapons as well. So just keep that in mind, guys. So that kind of leads me into the main topic of the video. When we talk about the mana circles, is I'm going to go into my items, and I'm going to kind of show you guys all the different materials I have. So for instance, look at all the light level 2 scales I have. 60 compared to 6. So you use way less of these and progressing your units through the mana circles, from going from your first circle to your 4th circle to your 5th circle. Now the problem is, and you're going to see this as a consistency as well. If you guys see, I've worked on wind and water as well. Massive difference. Over 3 times on, obviously on the light, it's 6 times. On the water, it's almost 5 times of what I have compared to level 2 to level 1. And that's just how it happens when you are doing your daily bonuses and you're doing the higher level difficulty, because you want the better rewards, you want the more dragon fruits, you want all that kind of stuff. So the problem is you can't use these level 2s besides using them in the actual mana circle. So what I'm saying is, if we were to go to our exchange shop, for instance. So let's go to our exchange shop here for our treasure trade. Now, what they could easily do, if we were to go to Dragon Trials, for instance. Now look here, if they want you now to use 5 level 1 scales and 30 of the dragon, I guess, orbs to get 1 copy of Megascorn. Now, obviously, you don't have to do this because you do get 1 copy of each from Story, and then you also are going to be getting, you can get your original 5 copies of each of these. As you guys can see here, I haven't farmed fire very much yet. So, Brunhilde, actually, you only cost 20 of the orbs to basically get that. So, basically, let me turn on my notifications. But basically, you're able to use just the orbs for your first 5 copies. As you guys see, it's 3 copies remaining. So if I were to get 60 of these orbs, I would be able to get all 5 copies to Rainbow Max Unbound this guy. So what I feel they need to do is they need to either let you take the level 2 scales in this shop, right? And say 1 level 2 is worth, let's say, 3. Or let's say 4 of the level 1s. That way, I could dismantle, let's say, 10 of these to give me 30 level 1 scales. I don't see why that's a problem, because it's a rarer drop anyway. And you guys will know, if you do Master, generally you get 3 to 2 level 1 scales and maybe 1 level 2 scale. But the thing is once you are at the ability to play Master, you're probably going to want to consistently try to play Master, except for when the daily bonuses happen, because in your daily bonus, you have to go all the way down to Standard, in which getting a 1 drop of a regular level 1 scale is like, I think maybe like 40 or 30%. I think out of the 3 runs I did today, I got 1 level 1 drop, and my other drops, you can get between 2 and 4 on your daily bonus if you have the double activated of the level 1 scales. So you have to depower yourself and get less rewards overall, just because you want the chance to guarantee you to get more level 1 scales. Whereas, like, I shouldn't even have to run the dungeon if I could dismantle my level 2 scales to get level 1 scales. So that's my main point. And if they don't want us to do that, let us use these dragon crystals here. I have 266, which I have no point of using. I have 175 of the water one. There is absolutely no point to keep these, because I don't need to get more copies of Jupiter or more copies of the water dragon. There's just no need, because I have multiple copies of other elemental dragons, which are all better than the free-to-play dragons. It's fine to get 1, because think about the amount of resources of dragon fruits you're going to have to use if you were to say you only have like 1 summonable elemental dragon, and you were to go in and you have to farm and use all your scales to get all these different copies of all these elemental free-to-play dragons. Then you're going to have to use all the fruits to level them up to where they're relevant, because if you guys look, if we look at our, so we go to like our dragons here. So let's go to our collections, and let's go to dragons. So let's look at, what's a high level one? So let's look at, so what's this guy? Mercury. He's at max unbound, and he's at level 45. He has 315 might, 127 HP, and 38 strength. Okay, cool. Now let's look at another water dragon. Actually, no, the level 66 one. More reference. So level 66. So he's almost all the way through in his whole evolution chain, and he's got 381 might, 178 HP, and 53 strength. Now let's look at this guy. He's only level 50. He only has 2 dupes. 581 might, 66 strength, and 195 HP. And then if you look at Leviathan, who's only level 55 and has 1 dupe, he has 713 might, 219 HP, and 74 strength. I believe that's almost, what, double the strength of Mercury? It's like 20-something strength more? Yeah, like 20 strength more, let's say. And in HP regard, it's about 100 more. Yeah. So there you go. 80 more, something like that. But it's just to show the amount of fruits I've had to waste on this guy. And this guy is max unbound and has this upgrade ability. I'm sure Leviathan, when I eventually do get him max unbound, obviously he's going to be way better because he's like the best water dragon in the game. But my point being is the amount of resources you have to waste on these guys just to make them somewhat relevant, even compared to summonable 4-star dragons, is crazy. So that's my whole point on the big exchange thing of how we could do that with basically either dismantling higher level rarity materials or taking a material that we just get so much of that it has no point of relevancy once you like the dragon orbs, to where they don't do anything. By getting them as a drop every run, they don't do anything, so it's irrelevant to get them. So that's my whole main point on that. If we were to go into our other materials, because this is kind of the basis of the video that I wanted to really hit home, you know, maybe if we could upgrade, like the level up materials is fine. Those are all different rarities, and you can still use them to progress units. The elemental materials, I'm not as hard on these because you get them a lot more frequently. Because you can do them every day, and you can auto farm them, and they're not as hard to get drop-wise. And you get a lot from the events. Like when we have the elemental events, we got a lot of dark and light ones on this previous event, and then the last fire event, the Requiem raid, we got a lot of fire and water materials as well. So those aren't too bad as far as that goes. But I would say, like, another thing I would like to do, like 667 bones, the bone claws. If I could, let's say, every 20 of them is worth 1 horn, I would shovel up 300 of these right now, maybe 400 of these right now, just so I could craft my higher level weapon. I feel that's another thing we could do in the game to make this a lot easier. Because, look, I'm eventually going to get capped anyway, because from crafting level 5 weapons, I can only craft 6 more total. I probably can't even get 1 elemental weapon out of all of these because of Twinkling Sand, which is kind of a cool cap, how they made it. You can't just like immediately go to endgame and weapons where it really takes time to progress. So I feel that that's a big thing they could do as well. Those are the main things, obviously. As far as hard to get materials, I feel is the dragon scales and is the higher a rarity, like the gold and blue rarity materials for crafting. I feel those are pretty hard to get as well. So I feel that is a big step they could do as far as making the game a lot easier to farm, not having to use as much stamina to farm Onslaught all the time, or to farm Elemental Ruins all the time, or Dragon Trials all the time. Because like right now, I actually want to focus on story because I want to build up some Wormite for the next banner. So now what I'm doing is I'm just using my wings to do Onslaught and Dragon Trials, and then I'm going to be using my stamina to do story to try to complete at least hard mode all the way through before the next banner drops in about, I believe it's in about a week. I believe it drops on the 1st of November because this banner currently stays up until Halloween night. So we'll have to see on that though, if that timing does work out. But what do you guys think in the comment section down below? Do you guys think that the system is fine and you guys are okay with farming, or do you guys feel that we need to have an exchange system to where we can dismantle our higher rarity or upgrade our lower rarity materials to get what we need and what we're trying to craft and what we're trying to evolve in our mana circle? If you guys did enjoy this video and you guys think the points do have some merit in the game, please, please, please share this on the Nintendo and Cygames Twitter and Facebook so they can see this video and they can see some input, because a lot of other gacha games do this. In Damachi and Destiny Knights, I'm not sure about Knights Chronicle because I never played that, but I would assume they have a similar system because it's made by Netmarble. And if you guys have played Knights Chronicle, please let me know as well. but I feel that they have done the right thing as far as being able to upgrade and dismantle materials to make farming less tedious and less costly on your stamina. Already, Cygames and Nintendo said they are trying to fix the co-op system to where we're not having to use wings so much. And I feel they kind of did that with having the challenge mode being the most, the mode you're going to grind the most on this Trick or Treasure event, and it only costing 10 stamina. And then having a completely free solo mode with the extra boss raid as well to farm up the maximum amount of snack-o-lanterns was also a good touch. So they are going to step in the right direction. I just feel the exchange system needs to be implemented very, very soon because it takes a long, long, long time to upgrade a unit up to, like, their 5th mana circle or their 4th mana circle. A lot of stamina, a lot of resources, a lot of days to do that. So it was a grind, especially if you guys are starting, like, say you are just starting the game and you're working on one element, and then, like, they drop an event where that element is not good and you have to get this other element. And then you got to sink all your resources and time to doing that as opposed to actually playing the event or to doing something else in the game. So my 2 cents on the whole situation, guys, but let me know in the comment section down below what you guys all think. As always, guys, subscribe if you guys are new to the channel, like the video, share the video, and I appreciate all the continued support that I've been receiving from Dragalia Lost, and I will see you guys in the comment section down below. Peace out, guys.